Stephen, coming from USC, and I know you've had a previous relationship with your coach before, but there's been a ton of transfers coming in from pretty traditionally large programs, all before you. We just spoke to one is coming in, had come in here, and then you've either from Ole Miss or wherever they're coming in. But did that play any role in choosing Indiana? Because Indiana's not a traditional power, obviously. Had a great year last year and things look good, but did that have anything to do with you picking coming here?
I think it had a little bit to do with it, but the Indiana team was great, man. I watched some of their games last season, and it was hard not to pick this school. You know what I mean? But with the transfers that came in, I give credit to the recruiting staff, man. They did a swell job. They did a swell job.
John and then Kevin.
Just to talk about Coach McCullough, what do you remember from high school getting recruited by USC? I know you're a Southern Cal kid. I mean, how much was it, wanting to stay at home and USC being the school there, but also how much was it Coach McCullough? What type of bond did you create with him, and how much did you continue to have one through the years?
He was a great recruiter as a coach, you know what I mean? And that's pretty tough because coaches have a lot to do. But we built a great connection at USC, man. As soon as I got there, he welcomed me in, made sure all the running backs welcomed me in too, and we got straight to business. We had our fun, but there's only so much time for that, but the fun has to be there. You know what I mean? That's what you need to make a great running back room and a great team. But we had a great relationship there.
Kevin and then Dustin.
You showed during your USC career you're pretty versatile in terms of not just running the ball, but catching passes out of the backfield and returning kicks and so forth. How much do you expect your role to kind of be that similar here at Indiana, or what you can provide offensively?
I think I could provide a lot offensively, but I think I'm going to just have to put the work in, just like all the other guys, and try to earn my spot. And hopefully, everything plays out the way God needs it to.
Dustin and then Rick.
I guess kind of continue to play off that. How would you sort of, define your running style at this point, and where do you want to get better? What do you think is sort of the next step that you want to take to be a more complete running back?
My running style, I would describe it as very elusive, and I could run downhill. I think I just need to make better decisions with my run game, and that'll take me to the next level. Stop thinking too much, just get straight to the point. Get those 30 yards.
Rick and then Evan.
Yeah, you said they did a swell job of recruiting you. What were some of the things that they did that impressed you? What really turned the tide for Indiana?
I think it's all about the statements that they made. It's not like they were giving me the old rinky-dink recruit. I don't even know the word. The normal catchphrases that other recruiting staffs use. They were getting more straight to the point about how they run their program, the simple type of codes that they live by, and that's what stuck to me the most, because simple is effective.
Evan and then John.
Yeah, IU has a pretty deep running back room. Have you been trying to step up as a leader because you're more experienced, or have you been letting the guys who kind of understand Indiana a bit more kind of take charge?
I think I haven't been out here for more than a week. It'll be a week on Wednesday. So I'm just trying to get a feel for everybody. I don't want to take too much charge. I haven't put in too much work here, besides the couple workouts that we have done. So I'm just letting everything flow, getting a feel for the guys. The guys have welcomed me in, and that's all I can really ask for.
John and then Patrick.
You're talking about, being able to run better and just kind of being more simple and getting into the hole and things like that, not thinking too much. Was that what you were doing your freshman year? I mean, because we saw your freshman year, you were really great. I had a few great games, and then injuries started to happen. I mean, did you feel like you were pressing too much? Why do you think you were thinking too much when you were running, and how much do you think you can be that player again from your freshman year?
I don't think it comes down to being that player again from my freshman year. I think that's just the way I've played my whole life. You know what I mean? There's things that you always are gonna have to fix. Nobody's ever gonna be perfect. So when I say just thinking less, it's just a thing that I've carried throughout Pop Warner, high school, and college. You know what I mean? So I'm just trying to improve that and really tune into it this season.
Patrick and then Dustin.
Hey, Steven. Stevie Scott starting running back for the team for the last 3 years. One of his biggest strengths, I think, was pass blocking. Has that been something the staff has emphasized with you, or has there been anything else that the staff has emphasized as something that they want to, work on for this group?
Oh, pass pro is the number one thing that a running back needs, because if you can't pass block, it's hard to put you in a game. You know what I mean? They'll blitz you every time that you're in a game, or they'll find a way to, they'll find a way to break you. But yeah, pass pro is definitely a huge thing that I take and that I hold on my shoulders. You know what I mean? Because I got to protect the quarterback, man. The quarterback is the king of the offense.
Dustin and then Kevin.
Just to go back a little bit to your relationship with Coach McCullough, how did he kind of form your game or change your game when you were a freshman? What were some things that he taught you that you kind of kept with you? And I guess when you come back to working with him again, I mean, have you guys had a chance to look at your film and have him sort of critique it and say, hey, this is where I think you can get better? What was that like at the time as a freshman, and how has the teaching gone so far that you've been back together?
He's taught me a lot. Coming out of high school, I didn't really know too much about football. I would just get the ball and run, and it worked out, thank God. But coming in my freshman year, he taught me a whole lot he explained the whole blocking scheme to me, how to read holes, how to read the first down defender, how to read, how to call out D lineman as a 3-tech or a 5-tech and stuff like that. And that's very, very important when it comes to communication and coming back to the sideline and talking to your coach. We haven't watched too much film up here yet. He's been out this past week, so I can't wait till he gets back and we could chop it up, and watch some film.
Kevin, John, and then Rick.
Yeah, Stephen, I know you've had some bad luck injury-wise. Just how are you health-wise right now, and how much of a goal is it to kind of be durable throughout the whole course of the season?
The health is 100%, and I don't believe in bad luck. You know what I mean? But health is 100%, and I can't wait to be fully prepared to play this season. And I'm gonna just try to stay in the training room as much as I can. I feel like every athlete should, no matter if you have no injuries or if you've had the most of injuries. I think the training room is very important. Make sure you stretch, ice, and all those other things that you need to do.
John, and then we'll wrap up with Rick.
Just talking about this opportunity, I mean, was it difficult at all to leave USC, or did you feel like you really needed a fresh start? And kind of what do you think of this last chapter as being this last year? I mean, what does this opportunity mean to you?
Ooh, it was very tough to leave USC. I've had some of my greatest moments there, and I grew up around that school since I was a kid. But I think I've gained majority of the knowledge that I needed to from USC, and I respect USC to the highest, man. And I forgot the second half of your question. I'm sorry.
That's okay. So what does this chapter mean to you then? I guess, what are you hoping to get out of this 1 year at IU at the end of the day?
Okay, being away from my family and friends, not being able to hang out with them so easily, I feel like this gives me a great opportunity to focus on myself and learn a lot about myself and really determine if I want it that bad or not, which I think I do, which I know I do. I don't think anything I know. But I can't wait for these next 5 months to see the end result of these next 5 months. But I'm just being patient, taking it day by day, man. Just trying to stack my coins little by little, as much as I can, get better 1% every day.
Last one for Rick.
Yeah. When you were a high school recruit, I think you were a 5-star. Where else could you have gone besides USC? Which schools were you really serious about? And being a 5-star, all that expectations, was that a good thing, or did that put a lot of pressure on you?
I don't really pay attention to the stars. I appreciate all of the recruiters who labeled me a 5-star, and I was very delighted to be a 5-star, but it didn't register in my mind too much because, at the end of the day, when you're on that field, stars don't matter, man. Are you going to play or are you not?
And what other schools besides USC were you really serious about?
USC. That was my dream school since I was a kid. As soon as I got the offer, I committed. You know what I mean? Other school, I love visiting other schools. That was amazing. And it was a great experience for me to see. But yeah, USC had my heart ever since I was a young kid.